What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, which simulator do you like better? Pokemon Online, PO, or Pokemon Showdown? Now for me, I'm going to have to say that I like Pokemon Showdown better, just because, you know, you can play Smoke and Tears on Showdown, as whereas on PO, the tiers are all kinds of messed up. But I guess when it comes to OU, I kind of like PO better though, because it's, you know, just quicker, it plays quicker. But overall, my favorite is Showdown. So yeah, leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here I have a Ubers battle against Doomsday170, aka shadowarty. This is his new channel, and I'll link him in the description so you can check him out. Anyway, I made this Ubers team based off of a Nasty Plot Deoxys, because Deoxys got Nasty Plot in a recent Wi-Fi event, so I wanted to use that. And I'm also using some other threats such as Offensive Calm on Mewtwo and Mixed Rayquaza to punch holes in the opponent's team, and some support guys such as Bulky Rapid Spin Excadrill, Stealth Rock Specially Defensive Dialga, and a defensive Giratina. So without further ado, we can get started with this battle. So my opponent's going to lead off with an Excadrill, and I'm just going to lead off with my Dialga. I'm thinking that this is his real Excadrill, despite the Zoroark nickname, so I'm just going to switch out into my Giratina, because Giratina could take hits from this for days, as he's just going to go for the Stealth Rocks, which kind of shows that this is his Excadrill. And now he's going to go for Swords Dance, as I miss a Will-O-Wisp, so that's really unfortunate for me. And now he's going to go for a Rock Slide, and he flinches me! He flinches me, oh my gosh, but it didn't really matter too much, because it didn't do too much. So yeah, and he's going to go for another Swords Dance, and now I'm just going to hit him with a Will-O-Wisp. So this thing really isn't a threat anymore, because he's burned, and my Giratina can take hits from this pretty easily, as you'll see. Actually, I think that Rock Slide did less than the first one, so yeah, I can take hits from this for days. And I'm just going to go for a Dragon Claw. I actually meant to have Dragon Tail on this set, but it seems I have Dragon Claw, so fail on my part. But it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm going to switch out into my Dialga right here, because it doesn't look like he's going to go for Earthquakes on me, which I don't know why, because my Giratina doesn't have Levitate, and if it did, he probably has Mold Breaker, so don't know why. But going to predict a Rock Slide, go out into my Dialga, and then I'm going to pull a double switch into my Rayquaza, predicting his Earthquake now, so I can, you know, be immune to this Earthquake, because I'm a part flying type. You guys all know this, you know this. And I'm going to dodge the Earthquake, of course, and it's all going slow after turn effects and whatnot. And I'm just going to hit this Excadrill with a V-Create, and that's going to be a dead Excadrill. I was kind of worried that his Giratina or Lugia would come in, but Lugia wouldn't want to take a V-Create plus a Dragon move, and that goes the same for Giratina, so I wasn't worrying too much. But now he's going to bring in his Lugia. And if this is his real Lugia, this is the perfect chance for me to set up Stealth Rocks with my Dialga, so I'm just going to switch into that. And this does look like it's his real Lugia. He's going to go for a Substitute, and I'm just going to go for my Rocks, and now he's going to Whirlwind me out into my Deoxys, which is fine by me, because I have the Ice Beam on this thing. I'm just going to go for that and break this thing sub. So that's what I'm going to proceed to do. Go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to break this Lugia sub, which is, you know, whatever. I was hoping that he wouldn't go for a Roost to get back to multiscale, and I really don't know why, because that's what most people do. They like having their multiscale, but it's fine by me, because he's not in multiscale, and he's going to Whirlwind me out into my Dialga, which is okay for me, because I can prevent this thing from staying with multiscale by just going for Dragon Pulses. So that's what I'm going to proceed to do. He's going to go for a Substitute, and I know my Dragon Pulse can break his sub if he's not in multiscale. So I'm in a manageable position, I guess. I'm like, it's not the best, but I can, you know, prevent this Lugia from setting up too much. So he doesn't want to stay in, and he's going to switch out into his Giratina, and he's going to take a Dragon Pulse upon switching. Does a nice hefty chunk to this thing, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a 2-hit KO, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm just going to stay and go for another one, hoping that, you know, I can take this thing out, maybe min-max variations, I don't know. But that's not the case. He's going to be able to live with a Sliver, and he's going to hit me with a Will-O-Wisp. I'm a special attacking Dialga, so I'm not too worried about it, although the residual damage will be unfortunate. And it turns out he outspeeds me, which is whatever. I didn't think he'd outspeed me. Like, he's a fat, bulky dragon with Will-O-Wisp, so I don't know. I just thought Dialgo's faster. I don't know my Ubers at all. But anyway, I'm able to take him out with another Dragon Pulse after he hits me with the Dragon Pulse. Doesn't do much. And now he's going to go out into his Latios. And I'm just going to go out into my Giratina as Death Balder because I think that this is his real Latios. Because all of his Pokemon are nicknamed Zoroark for some reason. But it doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, I'm going to Death Balder my Giratina. I don't think it'll really be useful to me later on. So I can just, Father this thing off here. And get a safe switch into my Excadrill. Well, yeah, safe switch into my Excadrill so I can go for the Rapid Spin. Because I'm pretty sure I could take a Surf or a Hidden Power Fire from that thing if he wanted to go for that because he's at -2. Even though he would more than likely have the Soul Dew. And I am going to Rapid Spin as he goes out into his Manaphy. I'm just going to stay in, go for the Earthquake. Don't really need my Excadrill now. And I just want to get some damage off on this Manaphy. Didn't want him setting up Tail Glows for free as well. So this Earthquake damage is nice. And let's look at his Manaphy set. He went for the Rain Dance, which is okay. I don't really care too much for Rain Dance. And then he went for the Water Gem boosted Waterfall. What? Hello? What? That's all I can say is what? I've never seen a set like that. I don't know. I was talking to him about it on Skype. I was like, that's the weirdest set I've ever seen. He was like, really? It works. It surprises people. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings about it. But anyway, I'm going to Revenge Kill the Manaphy with my Mewtwo, and then he's going to bring in his Zoroark this time. I knew it was his Zoroark because of the Stealth Rocks damage, and I was just hoping that it wouldn't be Scarfed, and it turns out he is Scarfed, and he's going to be able to take out my Mewtwo with a Dark Pulse. But I'm just going to bring in my Rayquaza now, go for the Extreme Speed, and I was hoping that it would take it out, but I don't. But I do have a chance to live this Dark Pulse if he was Timid Scarf, but it turns out he gets a crit on me, so really don't know what type of Zoroark this is yet. I'm just going to go out into my Deoxys thinking that I can outspeed, but then I did a double check at Zoroark speed, and it turns out Timid Scarf Zoroark can outspeed my Deoxys, so I'm just going to switch out into my Dialga now. Take the Dark Pulse pretty easily, and I thought he would just let his Zoroark die here because I don't think it's going to be that useful for him, but he begs to differ, so he's going to switch out into his Lugia as I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse. And it's not going to do a lot to Lugia because Lugia is a freaking bulky Pokemon that never dies. I do have Thunder on this Dialga, but I didn't want to risk it missing, so I just went for safe Dragon Pulses. And now he's just going to roost. He's going to try and get back up to his multi-scale, I guess. Ooh, voice crack, epic voice crack. But he's going to try and get back up to his multi-scale, I guess, and be in a favorable stally position for him, which isn't good for me because I'm just withering down from this burn, and I guess that's what he wants. He's actually going to go for an Ice Beam right here, which is I don't really care too much for that. I mean, like, he didn't really have to. He could have just stalled me out with the burn damage, but I guess it helps me prevent him from being in multi-scale. I guess, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, he's going to go for a Roost right here, and I'm just going to hit him with a Dragon Pulse. That's not going to do much to this Lugia at all. And I believe I only have like one more turn to live with this burn damage. So yeah, he's just going to go for Ice Beam right here though, which is fine by me because now he won't be in his multi-scale. And I believe my last guy is my Deoxys Speed. So right here, I know he can't Whirlwind me out, so I'm free to set up a Nasty Plot. And if he goes for Roost, that's whatever. I'll just see how much damage I do, and if he attacks me, then I'll probably be able to kill him with a +2 Ice Beam. So I'm going to go for Ice Beam right here, and I do a nice about 35-ish to 40% to this Lugia, and I like that. That's probably 40%. So I'm thinking that another Ice Beam will kill this Lugia off, so I'm just going to go for that, and I am able to take out the Lugia, so that's nice, and his last guy is his Zoroark. Now, if he's Timid Scarf, he outspeeds me, but if he's Modest Scarf, oh no, he has his Latios too. I'm sorry. I'm a scrub, I'm sorry, I forgot about his Latios. He has his Latios as well, and I'm able to just take that thing out with an Ice Beam. Maybe he thought he'd live with the Soul Dew. But let's get back to Zoroark. If he was Timid Scarf, he'd be able to outspeed me and take me out, but it seems he's Modest Scarf, so I'm going to be able to outspeed him and take him out, and that's going to leave me with the very narrow 1-0 victory. So yeah, that was a pretty close game, pretty fun game, good game against shadowarty, aka Doomsday170. I think that's his new YouTube account. So yeah, feel free to check him out, and feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. It's always nice to do a Wi-Fi battle. Smoking's been down, but having Wi-Fi battles is nice. I love Wi-Fi battles. That's just random. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and this is Rampage here, signing out. Peace.